with another Tales from my baby.
Yes.
And today we're going to talk about our experience of the weekend with our Rivian test drive, and actually drove a Cybertruck too. So first off, my wife has been looking for a third row SUV. That is like her dream car.
Yeah.
So far, she's really in love with the Kia EV9, but we're like, let's go test drive a Rivian and see how it felt, especially with the kids and whatnot. So, how'd you like it, babe?
I liked it. I liked it. You know, when it comes to a third row SUV, I'm personally looking for an SUV that has the captain seats, because in my eyes, or I guess girl math, it gives me that illusion that the car is bigger. Now with the Rivians, for some reason, I don't know why I was under the impression that they had captain chairs, but they don't. So their seats are bench seats. So when I got in there, I had already test driven one in Florida, but I didn't take it really serious. So I did a retest drive at the location where we live, and I really liked it. But the tech wise, for me, was a little too complicated in the RS1. I don't know if it's because I'm used to the Tesla. I don't know if I'm getting older. I like a little bit more simpler directions and instructions. The interior was beautiful. I love the two-tone seats and everything. It was very spacious inside. It was definitely spacious indeed. Surprisingly, when I got in the back seat, I'm about 4'5'4". I had a lot of leg space, and I like how the second row seats do move towards the front a little bit to give the people who are sitting in the back some leg space. So I do like that. I love the outlets in the trunk. Everything was nice, but for me, when it came to like tech wise and trying to figure out this button and this, it was too complicated for me. But I liked it. But
so that would be your only, of all the things that you didn't like, was that the only thing?
Yeah, usually I would have wanted, I still would prefer captain seats, but I wouldn't mind settling for that, because at the end of the day, my husband kind of made a point. Nobody's going to be riding with us like that unless it's like the holidays and families come by. So we're not really going to use the third row. But I do want a bigger space, especially a lot of cargo space, which Rivian does have. They have a big front space, and they have a big trunk. And then underneath the trunk, there's more cargo space. I'm like, geez, this is the perfect car for traveling with kids. If you have a family, perfect car. Also, the middle, what is that called? In the second row seat.
Talking about
It's like a little armrest. The armrest.
Yeah. Well,
that actually that folds all the way down. So in my eyes or my head, it gives me the illusion that it kind of gave it its captain seats. So I kind of like that. Did it make a difference? No, at least in his head, but for me it did. But I liked it. But it's like around 70-some thousand. It was a little still too expensive. And on top of that, it's still behind when it comes to the FSD that Tesla offers. So for like 70 grand, I'm like, you still don't offer the self-drive, which I like. So yeah,
hopefully soon, but even still, they are pretty pricey. But we also got to see the R2, which I know a lot of people are really like looking forward to and ordering. And what do you think about the R2?
Yeah, so that one was a 5-seater, and I liked it. It was a compact SUV, which is something I've had my whole entire life. That's what I'm used to. The tech on there was good. It was actually more simpler. I don't know how to explain it. And I know it sounds crazy, but it was way more simpler. Like I could understand it. There wasn't so many buttons. It was more user friendly. That's the word. It was definitely more user friendly. The aesthetic wise, you know, it didn't have the two-tone seats for that one. I think it still had a sunroof, I believe. The only difference was it was a 5-seat. It was still nice, but again, I'm looking for something bigger. And I think they're going to be coming out with those, and it's going to be around the $45,000 price range. So
yeah,
not too bad.
So overall, with your experience with Rivian, scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
I would probably give it, I say about 8. 8 out of 10. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was nice. It was a good experience.
Nice. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, next part is same day we went to test drive a Cybertruck. So I was really looking forward to that one because I'm personally looking forward to getting to a Cybertruck. Like I said, she wants a thorough SUV, wants a Cybertruck, two different tastes. But at the same time, I know my wife, and she loves to pick up furniture and redo stuff. So honestly, we would need a truck, so I know she would use it. So let's talk about that, because I know you think they're ugly.
They're
but
ugly as hell, y'all.
as far as driving
Ugly.
it, how'd you feel about it?
But driving it was nice. I mean, I was a little against FSD at first, but once you take some meds, it helps. No, I'm kidding, y'all. No, on my Model Y, it comes with an FSD, so it took me a while to get used to that. But besides the point, when I went into the Cybertruck, again, it was very spacious. Surprisingly, when we first test drove it, my husband was riding it. I never drove it because I was too scared, because I felt like it was too big to handle. This time I got in the driver's seat, and it wasn't that bad. I felt like the height-wise, for me, in my opinion, was the same as a Model Y. I don't know how to explain it. Like, yes, it was very big and spacious, and yes, it's a truck, but like, as I was driving, like, it felt like I was still driving in my Model Y. I don't know if that makes any sense. I love the FSD. I did try it. Now, my Model Y, my FSD, it's a little laggy, or glitchy. So I was really nervous, but he told me that they did a lot of upgrades and stuff. So the hardware for us. So I decided to, when we did our hour test drive, I decided to put the FSD in like the full 30 minutes. We started running some errands and stuff, but it was nice. It was so smooth. I really liked it. And another reason why I liked it is because we have 2 children. So in the back, it comes with some screens. So right there, it already eliminates their tablets and things like that. And it's great for road trips. My son loved it. He was able to pick all the shows that he watched, and it was nice. Like, the quality, the trunk space was obviously massive. And then not only did it have trunk space, but it also had cargo space underneath the trunk. So it was just a lot of space. So that was good as well. But if you're going to see me driving in that, it has to be wrapped, because that ugly silver color, y'all going to have to get rid of that. It's going to have to be pink for me. But nonetheless, it was nice. It was good.
Okay. So what are you looking forward to trying out next as far as third row SUV? We're still on our journey.
Yeah, so, I'm going to go back and try the Kia EV9 because I'm just in love with it, y'all. I'm also like a techie girl, and I know I said previous, like, oh, it's got a lot of buttons, but like, when I first sat in the Kia EV9, it was just the aesthetic. Maybe I'm just one of those girls, like, the aesthetic was so, it gave it that luxury look. That's another thing. Rivian gave that luxury look. Cybertruck is very basic, plain. There's nothing cute. It doesn't give, for the girls, at least for me. So, but the Kia EV9 is nice. Like, I feel like I'm on top of the world. Like, I'm like, move over, peasants, like it's a true third row SUV. And I only got into the GT line, which obviously is top of the line. So it was nice. But now, and they had the captain seats, but now we want to go try the Kia EV9, the light long range. Obviously there's some differences. Like with that one, there's bench seats. It's a third row still, but there's bench seats. So I don't know. I got to give that a feel. And I think some of them have a sunroof, some of them don't, but I don't really care for that. My main thing is, like, I need space. So, yeah.
Okay. So, trying to think, after the Kia, was there any other third rows that you were interested in?
He wants me to go try this Cadillac Lyric.
I just want to see.
But I mean,
but I'm just curious.
It looked basic to me too. I don't know, $120,000 for a car, and it.
But I'm like, what
again, I'll go check it out. But I'm like, a Cybertruck is cheaper than that, and it self drives. So for $120,000, is it coming with a chauffeur? Are you going to drive me? Because I don't know. I can't even see myself spending $70,000 for a car. All these prices for these cars are ridiculous in the economy that we live in, but that's here or there. But yeah, I feel like I tried all the SUVs that I personally liked. So now it's just like deciding which one do I want, because there's so many pros and cons. So I feel like my best bet might be leasing. So.
Oh, and the Model YL is coming.
Yes, it is coming. And then we talked to somebody at the Tesla station. They said that we might be able to
They said probably
test it
around
out.
the end of the summer.
End of the
They might
summer.
have one.
Yeah, where we can just kind of look in. So I am curious. To me, I'm a little iffy about that. It still doesn't look or feel safe to me because they keep making this a third row. They're saying it's a third row, but it's a compact SUV. It's not a true, come on, y'all. Like, it's not a true SUV. Like, the Chevrolet Tahoes, a Suburban. I need Tesla to come out with something like that. Until then, I don't think it's safe because their back rows are like near the trunk. So I always think that if you get an accident, boom. So I don't know. Again, I have to get in it and get a feel for it. But a lot of these reviews that people are getting in, it looks small. It doesn't look like there's a lot of space at all. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got anything else you want to share?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate y'all joining Tales from My Baby Girl. And I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.